Ooh. Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Vanessa Smiles, and we are talking about hypocritical throats today. Absolutely. We are covering and calling out the hypocrisy in relationships, sex, also safe sex, all of these things, all of these things. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be amazing. We have Tay Lit in the building, we also have Lady D and Priscinda checking in. We will see y'all back in a second. Bye, y'all. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Vanessa Smiles.
We are the Smile 69 Network with the sexy producer and lead host, Vanessa Smiles. And you know who I am. It's your girl, Priscinda. To freedom!
You've tuned into Smile 69 Network.
You can tell their mom is a whore and a damn slut because the daughter is a damn dumb, backwards, wayward ass, double clutching, double dick sucking slut. And I'll whoop his ass like no tomorrow.
So fine, Smile 69. Go check these fine ladies out on the Smile 69 Network. They get it in.
What you drinking?
Smile 69 Network is on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Also on Facebook.com/Smile 69 Network.
Okay, heavy Pellegrino on the check-in. Oh, no sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. Let's get into these things. Let me bring in my beautiful co-host while I gather myself and get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tay Lit, also Queen Priscinda, and Lady D. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hey V, how you doing today, baby?
I am well. I am well. I know my sound sounds crazy, so I will just be gathering things in the background. But please, Tay, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm the infamous Tay Lit Triple X. I've been doing porn for I don't know a little while now. Actually, a little bit, man. You guys can follow me on Instagram right now. Everybody want to be lit. You can follow me on Twitter at Tay_is_lit triple X. If you go on X videos right now, you follow me. Subscribe to my channel. Tay Lit Triple X. I'm over 22 million right now, so I'm doing pretty well, man.
22 million views.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that across all platforms?
Nah, it's just across X videos.
Oh, nice. Absolutely.
Yeah, like basically X videos is paying rent right now. So
Yes,
I
X
ain't beefing.
does pay the big checks. The big checks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. And okay, sorry about that, you guys. Just trying to gather myself together. I'm trying to make sure I get everything right. But Lady D, how are you feeling? We didn't get a chance to have you recently on the show. What's been up, and how is your new transition happening? I'm with you, okay? I'm standing with you still. My hole is closed. My hole is closed. Okay.
Okay, so I'm doing well. So I can tell you guys that, since I've been walking with Christ, I've been having like lots of spiritual attacks and stuff like that. So also like with the gift that God gave me to speak and how he's like pouring into me, and I'm having opportunities to go pour into other people. Some people within my own church is not liking that, that the way that I'm anointed and the way that God is giving me my gift and how I'm using it. So I'm dealing with a little hateration, but I wouldn't have it no other way. God is always good.
Yeah, that's what counts. That's definitely what
Amen.
counts. Absolutely. Oh my God. And oh, we have a couple comments that's coming in already. Laura Bell 1993 says, "What's good? What's good?" Laura Bell, OGK Network in the building. He says, "Hey, ladies and gents, salute to you, OGK Network." Shampy says, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you as well, Shampy." Today we are covering hypocritical throats. I can't. Originally, I thought about the hypocritical oath. Right, that's what I had like in my mind. And once I looked it up, I was like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to stand up to be a physician or anything like that. But I wanted to talk about what comes out of people's mouths, the things that people say, the situations that people put themselves into, um, and the hypocrisy of it. I wanted to ask all of you guys: has there ever been a time where you contradicted yourself? If so, how? And how did you recover or um, close out or finish or conclude the situation?
That's a complex question.
Hmm.
I mean, because I think, if you live long enough and you learn enough, you know that, what you thought 10 years ago might not be what you think now.
Do you think that's a straight
So
contradiction?
it could be seen as hypocritical, but all it is that you live and you learn. You
Mhm,
know, like you said, you got the idea from the Hippocratic Oath, right?
mhm.
One of my favorite lines, Hippocratic Oath, is first do no harm across the board. First do no harm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So we all have probably had, an area in life where we have been seen to be hypocritical,
yeah,
if that makes sense.
yeah. So you're saying that it's not necessarily something that's an instance. This is something that can exist throughout someone's entire life.
Yeah, like what Lady D is going through now, right? I know how church folk are. They say one thing and they do another,
Mm, mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
You talk about fornication, but you got your legs open in the church. There's a reason why they have a prayer cloth. Somebody don't know how to sit like a lady.
oh, somebody
That's
with
hypocritical.
their legs closed. But
That's hypocritical.
and
If
I'm
you
not.
gonna, sit in church on Sunday and do whatever you want to do, from Monday to Saturday, that's a hypocrite.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It's so crazy. Like for me, I'm going through I can't necessarily call them spiritual attacks, but I understand going through different emotions and having them sometimes being overwhelming at times. And I deal with that a lot, especially with this journey that I'm taking now, trying to not have sex and doing a lot of other things like that. So for me, even as I'm going through these things, I try to mentally control myself because I know like I'm crying because of something that I contributed in some way, shape, or form to this type of situation. Even for me, if I'm crying over a dude, I'm like, hey, I sat here and participated in this as well. You have to, you're gonna cry. Yeah, it hurts, but that's what you, this is what you, these are the consequences of what you put yourself into. So sometimes for me, understanding how I may have been hypocritical in situations or I may have not done the right things, sometimes that navigates me when I get hurt from situations, because everything ain't peachy, everything ain't oh
Mm.
shout out to Shay. He says busting it open for Sky Daddy.
Oh,
Oh my God. I guess that's in reference to the church the church situation.
yeah. Okay. Yep.
But I wanted to get into the first story and get you guys' take on this situation between Ray J and Princess. These two are from Love and Hip Hop. Most people know them. Brandy, yes, Ray J brother. I mean, and so a lot of people have been going back and forth in regards to how Ray J feels, his mindset, and what he thinks in regards to how relationships should go between men and women, both cheating at different points. But you guys can take a look here and check it
You know
out.
he said that every year, right?
Princess, I'm way too.
Hold on one second, my bad. Let me go back. And there we go. I'm gonna start it at 2 minutes because we don't need the whole thing. There's about to be an ad that's gonna play, I believe. Let's get this to it. But basically, in this actual episode, what ended up happening was a lot of they were arguing back and forth about how many people each person slept with, and she mentioned that she had only had one person, and that he had slept with over 100 women. So,
Oh, well, he can't judge nobody. Shit.
Y'all want me to talk about this?
V, where did she go?
I don't know.
I'm interested. What do you think, Tay?
All right. Personally, when it comes to this subject, I think that it's a tricky situation because when men and women both cheat is completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Like, first and foremost,
go ahead, Tay.
Oh, good. V is back.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Tay was giving his take on the difference between men and women cheating.
Yes.
All right. First and foremost, when women cheat, y'all cheat to replace. Y'all cheat. It's like it's more of an emotional connection. It's more of just. It's more than just sex. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes cheat on a girl not because they don't love them, not because they don't care about them, simply because it was on a period and they wanted some pussy for somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's right or it's wrong, but that's what usually happens, you know? And I understand what Ray J is saying though, man. Like when he said that, it's another thing too. Ray J's he's a fucking high value man. So when you're a high value man, like even in a woman's perspective, when a man has more money or has more clout, he's able to do more.
And more is accepted. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then you gotta think about it like this too. When it comes to being a man, having multiple women has always been a sign of luxury, a sign of success, a sign of how high value since the beginning of time. Think about it. Every sultan, every emperor, every king,
Solomon has 700 wives.
Have multiple women. But the thing is that they may have a queen, but the multiple women don't stack up to her. See, a lot of these dudes don't respect that type of aspect of, you know what I mean? Like you got one girl that's your shorty.
We gonna get it. We gonna get into that part too.
Can we? Oh my God! Can I just say something right quick though?
Yes.
Y'all are not sultans. You're not a sultan. You're not a king.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in a palace.
Mm-hmm.
And if you consider, everybody uses this term high value. When you say that you are high value in any regard, what that makes me think about is, and I agree with what you said. I'm not disagreeing with you, Tay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Like, I agree with you. You're absolutely right. Because one of the things women don't tend to like is men think about sex one way and we think about it another way. Like you said, for us, it's more emotional when we decide to cheat. It's a lot of other things involved because it's a decision that you make when you're a woman. For men, you just want to get sloppy and wet.
A man can really cheat on you with a chick simply just because he wanted some sex. It has nothing to do with he don't like you, he don't care about you.
We agree, but I'm just saying y'all are not sultans, kings, or any of that.
And that's exactly what Ray J is saying in this video. Let's get into it. And I have 2 questions that I want everyone to answer.
Strippers and prostitutes don't count.
Oh,
forget about all that.
Yes, that is the very, very small clip coming from Love and Hip Hop's recent. I have 2 questions for you guys. You guys can choose to answer both or either one. Can men handle what they dish out? And can one's sexual actions affect their parenting?
No and no.
Priscinda, why not? You go first. Take the cake.
First of all, he is the visual definition of a hypocrite. Because, okay, you consider yourself high value, whatever. Like, you want her to put her mouth on that sloppy ass tray, dude. Okay. But whatever. You should be able to handle whatever it is you think she's doing. You did the same thing. And what does her sexual activity have to do with what?
That's even stupid to even think about. But can men dish out what they cannot? You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of her talking to somebody is making him, act like a bitch. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? He's bitching out over her just talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, as he's saying, like, strippers and prostitutes, they don't count. But you're still cheating, no matter if you're paying for it or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's even worse. I
It's
don't
still
want no
dishonest.
trick husband.
Yeah.
Like, if I have a husband, I don't want my husband to be no trick. So you doing it even worse. Like, you out here tricking. Like, come
Right.
on. Like,
Hey.
right.
Thank you,
He
Lady
can't
D.
handle it. He can't. Men really can't, because just the thought of them thinking that they woman is even conversing or starting to catch some type of feelings with other people is a big problem.
Thank you, Lady D.
I will go, Tay, and then I would love for you to go last as the man on the panel for today's show. Now I'm going to answer both. Can men handle what they dish out? I will actually say in some ways yes, because, and the only reason why I say yes is because a man can accept a female fucking different dudes. He's just going to react differently. Does that mean he didn't handle it? I don't know. I say sometimes things are based on perceptions, because a female will react, see a dude fucking like 5-10 different bitches. She's gonna lash out, sometimes cry, sometimes do different things. And then a dude, it could be either or. Sometimes dudes ignore it, they'll leave the bitch alone, they go about their business, they go elsewhere. Sometimes they do lash out too. So I don't know. For me, I think that they can handle it, because I don't see men acting on their emotions as much as I see females acting on their emotions. So that's the only reason why maybe I could say emotionally they may handle it better. I'll say this, temporarily or initially they may handle it better. They may see some shit and swallow it, and they may be like, all right. But 5 or 10 days later, now they're lashing out. Now they're super big mad. So some guys, I call them the foul guys. They pile up shit. So for me, my experiences with dudes is that they do take shit. So a lot of dudes I see, they take shit, they hold shit in. They don't say nothing. They just hold shit in. Bitches do shit to them all the time. They hold shit in. So for me, sometimes handling things is all on perspective. For me, I think that that's nothing wrong with them holding shit in sometimes. Like, sometimes everything doesn't need to be addressed initially. And I will say on the parenting thing, I don't think that one's sexual actions can directly affect their children unless they're having sex and they're not taking care of the kid, unless they're choosing sex over their child. That's the only way it can affect them. But that would be it. That
I mean, but didn't Jay-Z say in the song, "You don't get a nigga back like that"? So somebody feeling emotional about the shit, Tay.
All right. So what was the first question again?
What you mean by wait, hold on. What you mean by get a bad nigga back like that? What do you mean by that?
That's what Jay-Z said in the song. You don't get a nigga back like that.
But what do you mean by getting?
Because the song was about, his chick that, he had with him, and he cheated on her, and then she cheated on him, and he was like, hey, but damn, you don't get a nigga back like that.
Oh yeah, of course. Like,
almost like, do anything to me, but don't cheat on me. Shit, steal my money, like whatever,
Don't do that. Don't do me like that.
You don't get a nigga. That's the exact line. You don't get a nigga back like that. Tay know what I'm talking about because he laughed.
I remember that line, but I didn't think that he I wasn't referring it to like a female cheating back. No, I was just thinking in regards to how men just take shit. That it could be.
Yeah, I'm addressing how he took it.
Yeah, which could be that.
He took it in a way because he wrote a whole fucking song about it. So somebody was feeling emotional.
True. Tay, please.
All right. What was the first question again?
First question is, can men handle what they dish out? And the second question is, can one's sexual actions affect their parenting?
Can men handle what they dish out? Of course, because a lot of these men know what the hell they doing when they doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what y'all understand about being a cheater as a man. Me personally, I know you may not believe me, but I've never cheated on any female in my life because I feel like it's stupid and it's a waste of time. But in order to be a real successful cheater, there's a lot of aspects that you have to really be sneaking and you got to hide this, you got to do that, it's too much for me personally. But a lot of these dudes, they take accountability into that. And actually, let me add on top of that too. Sometimes you females gotta know what type of man you dealing with before you even get with him, man. Like, was he a dude that was getting pussy when he was young? Because a lot of these dudes was not getting pussy when they was young. And now when they get older, now they're doing a little bit more successful. They got all these bitches trying to holler at them. They can't turn them all down. How you really think? You know what I'm saying? Like, a dude was a nerd in high school. He wasn't getting no buns. You know what I'm saying? Now he's grown. He's doing a little bit better. This, that, and the third. And he got every chick in the world hitting him up. And it's hard to turn to every chick in the world. Like a lot of y'all females. And then the thing about the parenting thing, I don't really know about like kids because I don't got kids yet. So I can't really answer that so much. But I feel like
I don't have children yet either. But yeah.
I feel like personally, like your sex life shouldn't be, your kids shouldn't be involved with it unless you're doing some dumb shit where I don't know, like I don't think it can like say something about parenting, but it does say something about your character.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do.
I have kids, and only way it will affect your children is if you flaunting it, you doing it in front of your children.
That's what I
on
said.
Some weirdo perv type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you blatantly putting it in front of your children, like this is what's going on with this person, or like what V said, if you're not taking care of your kids because you laid up messing with somebody, like that is a big problem. That's a big problem. But usually people don't do that. Women, I mean, not every woman. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But usually a good mother, a great mother will not do nothing like that. You know, they will not jeopardize their motherhood for no man.
Yeah. I completely agree with that, and I stand by and approve that message. I completely do. Now we do have another topic that I kind of wanted to address just a little bit, not necessarily a full video for this, but I'll read it out. It just basically says that according to theshaderoom.com, Charlie Sheen settles a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend who claims he exposed her to HIV and agrees to pay her $120K. So we are not going to run through this too much, but you know, we still have to put people on blast that need to be put on blast, and not just black people. And I wanted to ask, is $120K enough for y'all?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Man, that dude's crazy, man. You really out here got AIDS and you really giving it out. That's crazy, bro. I don't give a fuck if you a celebrity or not. You bug the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
That's never enough. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of money ever enough for the action that he did to her and so many other people, let alone $120K. That's nothing. That's pocket change.
Especially considering how much money you have. And you have affected her for the rest of her life.
Oh my goodness, terrible.
Anybody she meets, she's going to have to disclose. You know, I'm sure she wants a life, you know, with a partner of some sort. And now she's got to wonder if this person is going to, you know, stay or go, like just her whole life. Not to mention the cost of the medication alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that this is a very sad and unfortunate thing. And it's unfortunate that people put people's lives at risk. And I don't think that this is right, irregardless of what your social status to be, no matter how much money you have in the world. You do not have the rights to control somebody's health or their death.
He should really be in jail. Let's keep it real. He should be in jail.
Yeah.
They should lock his crazy ass up.
And if he was a different skin color, he'd probably be.
For attempted murder.
Exactly. That's a very good, valid point. A black man like me, my skin complexion, they're gonna crucify me on the cross. If I did
there was a story about a woman in Atlanta who sued her husband for $15 million because he knowingly gave her AIDS. And she filed suit, dragged him into court. They made him pay restitution, and he did do time. So you're right, Tank. His black ass went to jail.
That's what happens. That's definitely what happens. Now, there's another story that I wanted to get into as we are moving forward. There has been a viral video of this man who had claimed to have monkeypox. And it has now been revealed that he faked the entire thing. He faked the monkeypox theme. He's been faking a lot of videos, but the monkeypox thing was the one that actually ended up going viral. A lot of people were very, very surprised about that. But it was actually a really, really good situation because honestly, a lot of people were able to see the aesthetics behind it, the way that they put all of the bumps on top of him. And it brought up a lot of discussions online where people were talking about fake promo, what the extents that people go through in order to do fake promo. So I wanted you guys to take a look here, and then I have two more questions. So I wanted to get your perspective on what you think about this dude. I guess literally faking it to make it. You know what I'm saying? Literally. All right, let's get into it.
What's good, y'all? Just to let y'all know, the person who took my payment was absolutely fine. And yeah, this was just a promo gone wrong. I would have revealed this sooner, but I was just taking input left and right and didn't know what the hell to do. Just to give y'all a quick brief of what this was all about, I have unique and unconventional marketing methods when it comes to promoting my music. And I usually try to tie the marketing around the premise of the song. This time the song was called Choose Yourself, so I was trying to market in a way where it displays a person choosing himself regardless of how other people feel about it. Unfortunately, it didn't translate that way, and people just end up getting mad at me. My followers didn't get upset because they understand my marketing schemes, but unfortunately, the video went viral and it attracted people who didn't understand. For example, this is another time where I promoted my song with parking tickets and it went viral. People started off upset, but eventually grew a liking. I thought that would happen this time, but unfortunately not. There's more to the story. Follow for more.
Because I didn't want to necessarily get into the monkeypox thing, because as long as niggas who actually have monkeypox allegedly stay the fuck away from me, I'm all right. But my focus is on the sex, the bedroom. I need the cheats, I need the deets, so I can land my future husband, whoever he may be, right? Is it okay for women to fake orgasms, being that this nigga's out here faking monkeypox?
Yeah. I mean, thank God I have never ever had to do that. Thank God.
So wait a minute, that's the question. Is it cool to fake?
Is it okay
for women to fake orgasms?
I think that's just kind of corny. If he ain't doing what you supposed to be doing, then kick his ass to the curb and get Tay lit in the business. You know what I mean?
I know that's
like, I mean, like you can't be that. You can't be like you can't be that. You can't be grown and still faking orgasms, man. That's something you doing like high school because you like your boyfriend.
What's the age limit on faking orgasms?
14.
Damn.
Hey, come on, bro. Like
some people haven't even started having sex. I was 14.
Just saying that. That's what I did. That's what happened. I was 14, 15, so having sex. But my thing is.
Well, see, and you know what I was about to say, and see, this is why I got to check myself, because I was about to say you are a guy, but still, sexualizing young black boys is not okay either.
Thank you, V.
It's really not. They're still kids.
I
lost my virginity as a teenager as well, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe sometimes that does happen when people are younger, because for me, I was so focused on having what was called sex. Like I wasn't worried about the condom being so damn rubber and it feeling uncomfortable against me and stuff like that. Like I wasn't thinking about those types of things. I was just like, sex, put it in. Like that's what we're supposed to be doing right now. Like, you know, because we're grown, but we're teenagers.
You said we're doing it. But can I give a perspective?
Yes, please.
So some men are really not good in the bedroom, right? They're just not good. But, you know, they happen to be with a woman that loves them very much. And they're not going to let that be the thing that stands in the way of them having a good relationship with this person. Now, I don't operate that way sexually. We're going to find something you do good.
Yeah.
Before we leave this room. Okay, you ain't good at this. Let's do something else then. Because I'm not leaving here like this. That's all I'm saying.
How about this?
We're gonna work on you, bruh.
Oh gosh.
What do we need?
How about this?
You need to put the Timbs on. You need some Gatorade. What are we doing?
Yeah, it sucks.
But how about this?
You know, some people, let me finish this off, Tate, then you can go ahead and have the floor. And it sounds insane, but there are some people that are just really not into sex like that. They just don't have that same level of sex drive. They don't really see, you know what I mean? Like that's just not where they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they do with their time at night, but all right, but I'm just saying that's just the case.
Yeah. Say, please. Go ahead.
But how about this? Won't you just instruct them on how to make you come? A lot of you females have this like acknowledgement that you think that men can just read your minds. We don't know what the fuck y'all like. I'm just meeting you. I don't know what the hell you like. I don't know what the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'm even like You know what I mean? Like if I'm even doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it took me I ain't gonna front, it took me a minute to get good at sex. I used to be terrible at sex in high school. I think about it, man.
You
But
just started listening. That's how you got better.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not even just listening, actually taking time to really be like, all right, let me try to make this girl feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got decent, you know. I don't think I'm the best, but you know, I'm all right.
Be out here.
And he's right. Women are not vocal when it comes to sex.
Yeah.
We're not vocal about what we like.
And I had to start getting vocal as I got older as well, because for a long time, I was so focused on pleasing the guy. I didn't want to interrupt the moment. I didn't want to make things awkward. So sometimes maybe where a guy would have been fucking me a certain way, I would, instead of me saying something to him, I would more so adjust myself. I would move over, or I would try to position myself, or I would, instead of trying to tell him. And as I got older, sometimes it's only but so much adjusting I can do. So I now have to, relay to, the people who I'm dealing with exactly what I need. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but sex is a dual act, right? I'm positive that if you're not comfortable, like in the midst of a sex act, the man can kind of feel like something ain't quite right. He might not know what it is. Mm-hmm. So now he's feeling uncomfortable. Like you're not quite like where you need to be. Like let's just communicate. Mm-hmm. And like, so we both can leave the room happy. That's how I look at it. Like,
yeah,
like let's do this so we can all be giggling in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I think the problem is if us as women, if we don't tell the man, that make like suggestions or teach him how you like it, then, or if he's just terrible and he like, did you come, baby? Did you come? And you telling him, yeah. So when he goes to the next one, he thinking that he just the man around town. You know what I'm saying? So we have to let them know that way they can adjust themselves, take a look back at themselves and start, trying to explore each woman, knowing each woman's body is different, taking the time to not just self-gratification, but making sure his woman is satisfied as well.
Yeah.
I do want to highlight something though that Tay said, and Vanessa knows I say this about women all the time. Stop thinking that men know what you want. Stop thinking that. They don't. He's a person. If I'm your friend, I can't read your mind. So why is it you think he can?
Right.
That's true.
Say what it is you want and be very clear.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to be mean about it. Like, don't rip the man's pride apart. Like, if this is somebody you plan on fucking twice, you might not want to fuck with his head like that.
If you want him to be excited, right?
Right. Like you want him to be excited.
But see, the art of having, a personality, an aura, a way of about yourself, the gift of gab, those are the things that, the jewels that some women haven't learned in life. And for me, it took my time. I took my time, like trying to figure those things out, because I went from not saying anything, because I'm like, I don't want to ruin the moment, to going to the extreme, like, no, nigga, put your face here. Like,
oh, shit.
Right now.
Well, I mean, did it work for you? Because maybe it worked for you. Did it work? Did it work for you being that way?
His face was there, but did he lick the way that I wanted him to lick? No. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, see,
I should have explained it prior to, doing, that. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been much easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
but when you say explain, like, are you giving a full, like, an explanation? Because it's sounding not sexy.
Explain. At that time, I didn't explain. I was just like, put your face here, and a nigga would literally just put his face there. He wouldn't do anything. So
when you do explain though, what are you saying?
And sometimes even when I explain, I try to explain things in clear notes. Basically, just lick slowly, lick up and down, lick to the side. Don't lick that part. Lick this part, or I'll point. Or like,
I feel like we need to do an instructional video with you saying that. Because I kind of like it when you just said it just now.
I important. Shout out to Schoolboy. Schoolboy says real niggas don't need no explanation. Schoolboy, what do you mean real niggas? Well, you know what? Real niggas do real things, right?
No.
I mean, the ones I know.
Real niggas do real things. I can't disagree with this completely. I can't disagree with it completely. But yes, absolutely. Oh my god. And before we go on to the next topic, the last thing I wanted to cover. Well, no, that's actually two more things. Tay, you are finally back, which I do appreciate it. Do you agree with Schoolboy's quote before we move on to the next topic as one?
Real niggas don't need no. I mean, look, listen, bro. Everybody can be better, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs coaching. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson was a better ball handler because he had a coach helping him dribble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's anybody.
Thank you, Tay.
Okay,
So
so
at
there's
the end of the day,
room.
and then also like you said earlier, I don't know who said it, but every girl's different. You can't I can't eat Vanessa pussy the same way I was eating you know what I mean, somebody else's girl pussy because y'all got different things that y'all like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so true.
Thank you, Tay.
Real
Yeah,
niggas also
appreciate
don't explain. Oh my god. All right, so the next topic that we do have is where a stripper is swallowing a lemon and she makes it come out of her vagina. I thought that this was a very
That's a
interesting.
magic trick.
Oh, what's that?
It's her trick. It's a trick that she has.
Are you sure that it came out of her vagina? That doesn't even
Right.
sound right. That's like two different orifices that's
I
coming out
know.
of tracks.
And
Let's-
there's a
your
lot
mouth
of
leads to your
internal
ass.
organs you have to pass before you
Exactly.
get from the throat to the vagina.
Well,
Exactly.
You guys take a look. You tell me if she kept it.
Okay.
All right.
What's that?
See, they had a part where she's like trying to make it go down in between her shit. This bitch face look like she doing this shit. I guess that is her magic trick. That is her. Let's watch this again, just a little bit, if we can. Oh, look at God. God said, "Don't make fun of people." Okay.
Yeah, God said, don't.
That's what God said. That's what He said, not me. God said that. You know, God did. That's what people say. But no, do y'all think she capping?
I mean, good for her for figuring out a way to basically like trick people because just biologically,
Listen.
you cannot do that.
Like,
And if she has found a way to do that, she won't make it to the age of 40 because she's gonna have a lot of fucking health problems. I mean, she already looked 40, but whatever, girl. I'm just gonna
Ooh,
I'm gonna put it like this.
Well, Lady D, we keep it real.
I know that's right, girl.
We talked about that
know
tiny
we
ass
do,
ring.
I
This
know.
bitch look old in the face as fuck. Let's be honest. So
I think she still left it in her mouth.
I do too.
And she did have a lemon in her vagina.
You think she had a lemon there already?
Yes,
she had a lemon there already.
Yeah.
And then when she was ready to release it, she just opened her panties to the side and it dropped out.
Because notice that she turned her back.
Uh-huh. And the lemon flew out her mouth. What is that up there?
It was I didn't even notice in the beginning. Like I was trying to look down now to look at her
Not to mention you on some random ass floor. What the fuck is happening in your life?
That floor was definitely very random.
Because her face stayed fat, so it had to be still in her mouth. Ain't no way. We all know it did not go down her throat and out of her vagina. No.
She is out here capping.
Basically, she just did some. Remember how they used to reveal magic tricks back in the day? She did some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because we know they didn't pull a bunny rabbit out of that
there. It's still in her mouth. It might be at the back of her throat, but it didn't go down.
Right.
It's still in her mouth. Look how fat her face is.
Oh yeah, you know what, y'all right. You know why? Because she turned over and
she turned around.
You got a decent ass though. I'm just saying the shit was alright looking. Okay.
May I also add one thing, Vanessa?
Yes, please.
This trick is really not doing much for you, girl, because you on some random ass floor in some random ass community center. This is not working, baby.
Ooh.
You need a whole other trick. Like, this ain't work. Random floor. Come on, Lady D. Random floor.
She ain't made it in front of the right people yet with that trick.
They didn't even bother to give you a poster, a backdrop, nothing.
Now,
I got it, lady.
Now, she's not the first person to be, freaky with food. So
no, she ain't. She's not.
I gotta.
She's not going to be the last neither.
Any
Nope.
piece of fruit that you guys have been freaky with, please.
Also, too, like, I'm very nervous for her with a lemon in her vagina. Doesn't that sting?
Well, she has the whole thing up. Well, no, but then the pesticides, right? Because they be spraying shit on.
Forget about the pesticides. Have you ever cut a lemon and it squirted in your eye?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hello.
And
we use lemons.
Would that citrus stuff still
and
come out?
we use lemons to clean shit.
Yeah.
Well,
and we do digest lemons. We drink lemon water and stuff like that.
That's different. But I've never taken my lemon and shoved it up my vagina.
No, I know that.
It burned my eye when I was cooked. It burnt my eye.
Oh my God, Schoolboy is going in. He says, outside of that, he also says, I'm almost 40. Lincoln the Bean is universal. He says, Cap, I'm dead at her for falling down twerking. That shit was trash.
Right.
Trash, son.
Thank you.
He
Somebody
said,
said
this
she
bitch
a
thinks she
lemon tree.
What he say, me?
He said, this bitch thinks she a lemon tree. And he also said that she's a community center stripper. So he's referring to that.
Oh my goodness.
Community center. She has to get it in somewhere, right? She has to get it in somewhere.
I mean, I'm not mad at her, but I'm just like, piggybacking on what Tay said. This is some like, come on now.
Now, I need to know from you guys a time that you were freaky with a piece of fruit. And what advice do you have for the youngins who now can't use whipped cream? Because we're going to get into that in a second. But yes.
Well, not lemons.
Let me get a grape, babe.
Not lemons.
But yes, not lemons. So what was your fruit of choice?
I always like strawberries.
What would you have them do? Are they putting them inside you? Are you feeding them strawberries?
No, they feed me. They feed me.
Okay.
Well, we feed each other, really.
Okay. How many?
We feed each other.
How many strawberries?
You know what I mean?
For your over.
And everybody knows I like honey.
Honey and strawberries is good.
Right?
It is. It is. If I get
that's an amazing combo. And it is one of the best lubricants ever. And everything tastes sweet.
I'm putting water all over myself, getting excited about this shit. Oh,
I'm telling you.
But no, Lady D, any fun that you've had with fruit?
Yes, honey for sure. I had strawberries before. Strawberries. You gotta cut off the green parts, you know what I'm saying? And then you
before you decide,
it can go all over your body. It can go at the opening, you don't want to put it in too deep all the way inside of you. But yes, they can eat it out the bowl if they like, There
we go. And Tay, any freaky fun with fruit? I know you have something. You ain't never used a piece of fruit ever.
The only thing I could remember off the top of my head is that back when I was in high school, like I ate my girlfriend's pussy out with an icy. But other than that, I don't really do no.
What kind of icy was it?
Like like a regular popsicle with the stick. I was putting it in there and then licking.
Was it the red, white, and blue one? Was it the?
Nah, it wasn't that.
The bomb pop.
The bomb pop.
Nah, it wasn't that one. It was. That's the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. But I'm not really a food type of dude when I'm having sex. That's not really something.
Like my dick is here. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Okay.
Here's the fruit you need.
Right.
Did she jump back because it was so cold, or did she just sit? Did she like?
She liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
How did the pussy feel after you got inside? Like, was it cold? Like, were you able to?
Actually, I don't even think we had sex at that time. I forgot. I think I did that and then she left. Like, it was just like one of those things.
Tay, you had a very interesting adolescence, and I love you for being so truthful.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Black man in America.
You are my favorite dude now.
Wait till you see my content.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look too.
Hey, you see how it's spelled right here? Or wait, go
yes,
right
I sure do. I'm gonna go look.
Go on X videos right now. You're gonna see a smiley face. It's gonna look like this.
All right.
Yes.
And that's the logo. And then you're gonna see,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? And you tell me what you think.
I mean, I'm single right now. I can,
I don't live in New York no more. Where you live?
Where you live, Tay? Well, never mind. Don't tell me on here.
No, that's right. We don't need to know where you are.
Well, we'll get the deets afterwards. But yes. I will say this: the only fruit experience that I actually have is with grapes, and
Grapes. Okay.
How do you work with grapes?
and I didn't get fed. I fed somebody else grapes, and they were like eating my pussy with the grapes. It was a mess, very sticky, very nasty.
You said it was a mess. Wait, so did he insert it?
Well, he was trying to insert it, right? But then I was like, no, don't. I told him don't put it inside because I don't want to get lost. Put, you know.
Yep. We don't need that.
As he was about, because that was the original idea. As he was like in the front, and he was like, first he was just like doing like trying to like have it in his mouth and like lick it or whatever. And I was just like, no, I was afraid of the grape going inside. That's what I just kept about is the grape going inside. I was like, no. And then he's like, I'm gonna smash it. And I was like, okay. So he smashed it on the top of my clit, whatever. And he was like, rubbing it in. But it was weird because the skin and the little pieces from like inside of the grape were like all over.
And then the seeds.
Well, these were GMO grapes, Priscilla.
Okay, got it.
GMO grapes. I know. At the time, I didn't have. So no seeds in the GMO grapes. Just straight grape. But no. As he started to he was like, and then I kept like feeding him one. Like as he was like, he'll come up to get one, and then he'll go back down. Like we were playing. Like it wasn't. He was playing, but. It just wasn't as sensual as people would. It could seem to be. Like for me, when I think
it's like a funny time. It's kind of funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It brings personality into your bedroom, makes you laugh. Role play and stuff like that. So
yeah, it was cute. It was fun. But I always say these things are terrible for bedspreads. Like. As far as like gathering everything up, making sure all the pieces together that you did, it's a process. You got to be willing to clean if you're going to do stuff like this, Just be willing to clean. That was the only thing that I had. And the last question that I do have for you guys, it's a story that where New York teens or adolescents, people who are under the age of 21, are unable to buy a whipped cream. They say that there is a new trend where a lot of the younger people are using whipped cream snippets, so that I guess they're spraying it into their mouth, and there is some form of.
Well, so are they huffing it? Like what?
They're spraying it into their mouths, but they're saying that there's that they call them whippets or something.
Oh, whippets, yeah.
And that they said that that's affecting. Hold on one second. They have a brief story talking about this where they were covering it, but basically, it says that the ID checks for whipped cream are rolling out as stores in New York as retailers begin to enforce a year-old state law banning the sale of whipped cream canisters to anyone under 21. Oh my God, didn't know that this was a year old. That's so crazy. According to the New York Post, it says the law passed last year amid concern that teenagers are increasingly getting high by inhaling the nitrous oxide used as a propellant in the canisters. It says the first offense of selling whipped cream canisters to someone under 21 comes with a $250 fine and fines up to $500 for subsequent violations. It says nitrous oxide or laughing gas is a dissociative anesthetic that can be inhaled by discharging nitrous gas cartridges known as whippets, according to the Alcohol and Drug Foundation. In addition to short-lived euphoria, the drug can also cause loss of blood pressure, fainting, heart attack, and sudden death. So it also says potential long-term effects include memory loss and psychosis. So I wanted to ask you guys, the video is clearly not coming up for some apparent reason, but I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think about this? And do you think that this is like a crisis for the babies, the youth that's out there right now?
I mean, they used to call that huffing.
Really?
They used to do it with paint cans.
Yeah, you remember that movie Brooklyn?
Yes. And thank you. That's called huffing.
Yeah.
The thing I feel sorry for is, the youths, y'all don't even know what to do with whipped cream. Like, what's happening in America? Shit. Y'all don't even know what to do with it. I mean, you ain't got no business messing with it. Because if y'all get together as teens putting whipped cream in your mouth and the only thing you can think of is to waste the whipped cream, y'all. Tay, V, Lady D, somebody back me up.
I'm surprised that it's a thing because I remember, for one thing, like sometimes they'll restrict certain things to sell to kids, like because they know that they may be using. I get it. But for me, I just think that it's excessive for y'all to create a law. Like I don't know if this is something that is that necessary. Because even when I was young for Halloween, there would be certain stores that they won't sell eggs.
Eggs, right? Remember, right?
Because they know, but it wasn't like a law against people under the age of 21 to buy eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I think that, you know, people have gotten obsessed with keeping everything away from children. Well, let's say young people. And all you're going to do is give them a reason to find something else.
Yeah.
Because if you make this a law and you ban them doing this, they're going to move on and find something else could potentially be worse.
Yeah.
You know, instead of addressing the fact and just say the truth, like, y'all don't even know what to do with whipped cream. Go somewhere and sit down.
Lady D, your thoughts on this? Do you think that them having this law and making this ban is excessive for the youth?
I do think it's excessive because like Priscilla said, now they're gonna go find something else with more potential harm. They using it to what? Laugh, hallucinate for like a few seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's what they go to the balloon store and get the balloons and stuff for. And the kids be like, you know, sounding funny and all kind of stuff. Like, so it is excessive because now they're going to go find something with more chemical in it. You know what I'm saying? And it could be more damaging to the brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tay, what do you think about this new law in New York City where they're banning young people?
Man, those kids are retarded. They need to be stopped. Honestly, they just
they're maniacs.
Like me, I'm not a druggie. You know what I'm saying? Like besides weed, I've maybe tried. The only drug I tried outside of weed was lean. That was a very short-lived time. Like after I got the prescription, it was over. Cause once I found out how much that shit costs,
you can't afford to have this drug, right?
Nah. But so if you out here and you have this the mentality that I need to get some whipped cream to get high. There's something wrong with you, man.
They slow.
Like, come on, man. These kids are retarded, man. I don't man. Like, I just think that these young kids are dumb. They do a lot of stupid shit, and they need to be stopped. So if they gotta enforce a law to do that, hey,
They's like whatever with it.
Yeah, because they're dumb. Like they're not like us. And I feel like all right, I'm about to be 37 actually in 2 days.
Well, happy birthday when it comes.
Thank you.
Birthday.
But my thing is that I feel like the generation behind us and the generation after that are fucking stupid. Like people under 25 to me are fucking dumb. I don't even like talking to them.
I don't call them.
They're still kids.
Yeah, I don't call people under 25 dumb. I just got questions. That's all. I just have a lot of questions for them because I just don't understand. You have access to so many things and the opportunities. It's out there, and y'all just can't figure it out. And you know what? Technically, according to the books, I am a millennial, so I can't just keep talking about them like they're away from me. But
I get a
I'm still not under 25, so still a different group of people.
Nah, man.
I agree with you and Tay. Yes, V, you're right, but Tay is right as well. They're retarded.
They slow.
This is some stupid shit. You can't even think of anything fun to do with the whipped cream.
They must be stopped.
Like, put it on ice cream.
Hello, it's delicious.
Anything. Shit, put it in some fucking banana pudding. I don't know. Do something.
Right.
Like, but you just out here just wrecking your brain cells on whipped cream cans. You need to be Stone Cold Son.
Yeah. They slow.
Well, you know what?
That's right, Lady D. They slow.
I will champion. I'll say this before we go. I will champion the whipped cream before the guns any day.
Okay.
At least the bed. I champion that before them picking up something else.
I mean, that sounds cute, but I could go around the corner and get a gun right now.
And it's gonna be difficult to find whipped cream.
It's not hard.
It's really not. It's really not. But yeah,
they making them. They making those guns.
3D machines.
Ones without the ones without the serial number on them.
They they also said they're turning like even there's a viral video now where like a purse is being turned into a gun. So let's take one quick picture before we here. But yes, no, honestly, like I'm seeing how like guns and shit are showing up, even though I haven't had a gun in my hand yet as myself. So I do want to learn what it is. It's just shocking that so many kids is, picking these guns up and shit like that. That's why I'm like, whipped cream. I don't know if it's
But whipped cream, yeah, stupid.
They gotta stop. They trying anything to get high, and they need to just the best high is high on life. And so many things that they can be doing, and so many opportunities that they can have besides trying to waste their precious time on trying to get high.
Oh my!
And blowing your brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
You got so much.
Like,
drugs are for dummies. I don't care what kind of drug it is. Drugs are for dummies.
I don't want you working at the hospital in 10 years after you've been huffing.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, kids. If you're watching this, drugs are bad.
Yes.
Okay? You shouldn't do drugs because drugs are bad. Okay?
Drugs are bad.
Yes.
Say no to drugs.
Absolutely. Let's get one picture before we get out of here. 1, 2, and thank you guys. It has been an amazing show. Tay, can you let the people know your Instagram, and then Miss Lady G and Priscilla, and I'll go last.
All right, my Instagram is everybody wanna be lit, and you spell it just like that. Everybody wanna be lit on Instagram. Put it all together, man. And I'm having a party in Brooklyn tomorrow night, a stripper party called Pleasure Tuesday at Jim's Lounge. Is right off the J train. If you go on my Instagram right now, you'll see the promotional flyers for it, man. You need to be there. Top Shelf's going to be there. Barry Trouble's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of ass shaking. You need to come there with money. Please don't come to my stripper party and sit at it and just stand there or at the bar and not throw no money because you're fucking wasting time. And I will tell the bouncer to kick you the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
I know that's right. Oh my God. And Lady D, please let the people know where they can find you at.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Minister Lady D. On Instagram, Minister Lady D.
And you have your show that you're doing Sundays, correct?
Yes, I have my show I'm doing Sundays. I did not do it yesterday, but I will do it tonight. It's a short message tonight. So everything, I just do like whatever God like pours into me, I pour out to people because that's what my mission is what God told me to do, which is to speak the gospel, obviously. So as you can see, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Every day I'm trying to get better than I was yesterday. That's what matters to me. So I have a short message that I did do on Facebook Live yesterday, but I will do it on Instagram tonight to put it out there.
Okay, I will definitely be tuning in. Priscilla, you have been working on a writing project.
Yes, I have. And thanks to you, you made it very easy for me to do because who else would love you enough to buy you an iPad so that you can work on, I'm working on my book now. And Vanessa actually was the one that encouraged me to continue to do it because I was about to give up. So I thank you for that. Stay tuned. It should be done by the end of this year, God willing.
Yes.
But until then, you can find me on my new Instagram page, and that's Presenda Inc. _ New Instagram, Presenda Inc. _
Absolutely. And I am working on ratchetbjs.com. So as Tay is already on it, a bunch of other people. And we do have a bunch more things coming soon. Everybody will see it when all these things come. So we will see y'all later, guys. Bye.